Middle of the night, gang.
I carry memories of my home. This blade.
Finally.
It's the link I have to the land of my birth.
It's been such a long time since we ended up playing some Genshin, yo. Most of all just because there's been no reason to. Make sure I turn the volume up for you guys. So, most of all, this is for the VOD, but anybody that may or may not know, I've been playing Genshin off and on for, well, since it came out. Absolutely in love with this game. However, the most recent updates were pretty lackluster, barely had anything to them, and generally speaking, were really boring. Not to mention, there's a lot of things that I disagree with the design of the game, like how time-gated everything is, and it just... I don't know, a lot of the events kind of came and went, and frankly speaking, I was super duper addicted to this game, but ever since Elden Ring came out, that kind of broke the addiction, where I barely even log in to do my dailies anymore. And so that's why there hasn't really been any Genshin Impact on the channel for a very, very long time. So I just wanted to get that out there. I've pretty much decided that I haven't quit the game by any means, but I've got all the characters that I want, so there's no incentive for me to spend money. And when you're free to play in this game, the game's really, really boring. They really do not make this game accessible for free to play. I mean, obviously I've got pay to win characters, but I'm just trying to get a point across that I've decided I'm not going to play until there's something interesting to actually like play and talk about. So we've got the new update, which in today's stream, we're going to be doing the new event. Or the new story quest, I should say, which I assume is time-gated. However, I did want to show you guys a couple things, because we have whatever the heck this thing is. I guess it's like some new tutorial book or something, but it's throwing me a bunch of free resources. So I'll take it. I can't collect these because I have maxed out dust in my inventory for a very long time. These are also... Yeah, this is just stuff to level up artifacts, which, hey, okay, whatever, I'll take it. What else do we got? So the new Kazuha story quest, there's going to end up being a rerun of Kazuha's banner, as well as Klee. And Heizou, the new 4-star character, who's a fist-fighting character, he's pretty dang powerful, he's pretty upscaled. He's going to end up being in Kazuha's rerun banner, which will... I don't know, I guess we can mess with them in a bit. I kind of got to do those at some point. But we got a new story quest for Kazuha, and that's most of all what I'm interested in. So I had to go to the quest menu, and I had to unlock it right here, which thankfully it didn't require me to do Yelan's story quest, because I haven't done her quest because she's a one-dimensional garbage character, just as far as her story is concerned. And I don't care if you're a Genshin fan, I'm sorry, but armpits don't sell me on... an interesting character like Kazuha. That's gonna really annoy me that my adventure book always says that it needs updated. But we also have a couple free wishes, and I thought, hey, you know what? Let's wish on... I don't know, I guess we can go for Heizou. If I get him, cool. If I don't, cool. I don't really care. But yeah, I know that a lot of people are gonna be going crazy for Kazuha. I've got bunch of videos on him already, like build guides and junk like that, because he's one of my if not my favorite character, even over Zhongli. I guess I'll just do the Klee banner, just because if I get a Kazuha, like, screw Klee. Give me Heizou, please. We got a 5-star. We got a Kazuha constellation. God damn it! I didn't want that. And we got your boy Heizou. I haven't wished in so long. What's my wish history? What the hell? What's my wish history? When did I even... Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I was close to pity. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so roughly 7. Let's see. 6. Yeah, 6 times 7. So I was at 42, so about 50 wishes. Okay, so that wasn't pity. But it certainly broke my pity. God damn it. Alright, cool. Well, there's my, what is that, Kazuha, like C7 or C8 now? I guess at least I get a few more of these. 5 wishes, big freaking deal. Jeez. But yeah, anyway, sorry. Hi, guys. I did mean to say hello. I just didn't get around to it. I guess I'll wish on this banner. There was all the other 4 stars that could have ruined it too, so I'm pretty happy that I got Heizou. Means I can work on him. I think... Yeah, I don't know if that's my Kazuha C7 or C6. Or C8. Because I think when I wished for him and got him C6, I think I got C7 right then and there. But I'm not sure. Not like I'm keeping track. Oh, we got a bunch of free wishes here too, so hey. Oh my god, another Chi-Chi constellation? Or, oh, we could get a Diluc constellation. Oh. Right, there's, I keep forgetting too, there's a new Diluc costume, which we'll see if we can preview it. Wow, Yanfei. Yeah, definitely streamer luck on that one. I mean, it's also because I have Kazuha, so of course it would give it to me because I don't need him. But I'm content that I ended up getting Heizou because he's a cool one, right? Like, I like him. Let's just spend this because I don't care. Oh, wow. Oh, jeez. Whoa. Okay, where the heck is the other item I wanted to show you guys? Yeah, so we got this right here, which is 1980. And that's a sale, too. It's going to end up going to 2480. How much is that? Jesus Christ. That's like a $40 costume. God damn it, Genshin. And for a character that is power crept to hell. Like, Diluc is useless. I don't care who you are. Diluc is terrible. He's so bad. I was trying to build him to get him, like, super strong. And I got really cracked stats on him, on my Diluc. But he's just not strong. You want to know who's strong? Klee, Hu Tao, Yoimiya. Literally every Pyro character after Diluc. Sucks, too, because it's a pretty cool costume. Can we not preview it? Maybe we can preview it in the menu. How the heck do we do this again? Dressing room. There we go. Ooh, it's a snazzy costume at the very least. There's my buddy. He got this because this costume apparently looks really similar to a character from Elsword, and that was like his jam growing up. It looks really, really badass and cool, and the reason why this costume's so expensive is it's the first 5-star costume where it changes the video effects as well, but no thank you. Okay, was there anything else that we needed to cover before we got into it? I guess we should demo Heizou, right? Just because why not? Oh, look, oh, wow. There's also going to end up... Oh, C6 Ning Wong. Okay. Not that I use her. Oh my god, I got an character constellation somewhere in here that I didn't notice. Oh, right. Just yo boy. Okay. Well, let's throw him on one of my teams, and we'll see how much I can level him, but I really doubt that I can level him. I'm not prepared for him at all. See, I was trying to get Diluc to work, but nope. Oh, there's my Geo team. Let's... I like having Raiden. Okay, well, let's swap old No, you know what? Let's swap Diluc out. Who are we kidding? I don't think I'm going to be able to get Heizou particularly strong, but I want to see him because I haven't seen him in-game like myself. Ooh. Kinda got a cool style. And he's a fist fighter. Oh, that's such a smooth combo for a Catalyst user. That's his charge. That's a little sticky. They could have made that a little bit better. And then there's his R, which we charge. Bam! Pretty cool. Why is Kazuha on my Geo team? Because he's C6. He's not gonna not be on my team. Most of all, it's because this particular Geo team... so in what I have this set up for is Ito is complemented by Goru, and Goru only needs a maximum of 3 Geo characters in the team. They specifically set it up because most people will end up using Bennett or Mona or buffs, whatever. I do not care though. Alright, what 5-star would I end up even using on this guy? These books have been collecting dust. Crit rate one? Probably crit rate or attack. I don't have this leveled up, so let's use this one. Why not? And then I'd probably just use Venner. I don't have anything set up to level this guy right now. Can I even ascend him? Just like with garbage mats that I happen to have on me? Yes, good. Oh, right, he takes Ito bugs. Ugh. Gross. Ugh, those suck to farm. They're not, like, difficult. They're just really, really boring. Well, we'll see how high level we can get him. Oh, and then mechanical parts. Right, I haven't even farmed that guy at all, as you can see. Well, let's see if I can get away with, well, it's elemental mastery. That's not bad, but I want animo damage on this? No, this is the sands. Pardon me, guys. We'll get to the Kazuha story. Don't worry. I got so many of these to spare, dude. Like, I'm not even joking. Is this one animo damage? Yes, it is. Let's go. And then that's 3 set, so I need another 4. Crit damage? Yeah, let's do that. That one's got crit rate on it too. Pretty good rates as well, which means I can use literally anything for this slot. Attack with 20% crit damage. Let's go. Do I have a better one? 12 with EM, which would probably work very well on this guy. This one's got, oh, good God. And of course it's defense main stat. Jesus, those substats are insane though. Energy recharge, no thank you. And then nothing else is leveled. All right, what's his stats looking at? Oh, that's not bad actually. Yeah, that's pretty good. Obviously he's not like leveled up or anything, but it's not awful. Do you guys know what he levels up? Like, when you get levels for him, what's his stat increase? Oh, I can see it right here. I'm an idiot. Animo damage? Wait. Really? No. I'm just gonna check on the impact. Alright, where's your boy? Do they have it as a released character now? Yes, they do. He is in a very weird location. So the stat that he gets passively... Yeah, it's literally animo damage bonus. Damn, that really is what he increases with. Man, he's gonna slap. Alright. Well, let's see real quick. Let's go find a test subject. He's only level 40 and we're in max world level, so... We'll see. Maybe he can hurt things. Oh man, having duo animo in my party makes me have better movement speed though, which is very, very nice. Hey guys, what's going on? Ah, yeah, he's not strong. Not yet. That's not bad though, considering like he's not maxed out. He's got decent damage. Anyways, time for Geo Daddy. And your boy Kazuha. Fine, I'll waste my ult. Get out of here, you. Alright, anyways, that's enough of that. Oh, that was the other big thing. Right, I forgot they made it so that we have, when items go on the ground and there's multiple items in a pile, it actually, like, puts it in a pile now, which is so freaking nice. Where is this? Of course it's in Leeway. Guess they can't resist, huh? Always has to bring everything back to stupid old Leeway. Why is Kazuha in Leeway? Whatever. Anyways, I will use him because on foot, whatever, we got the movement speed. It's not like I need a 4th character to do damage. No, I know it didn't crit, but it doesn't really matter because my Heizou is too low level.
Uncle Tien, we're here to chat with you.
Yeah, so before we get into this, I will just mention briefly, I did watch the Harbinger trailer. It kind of got me hyped, but then I realized very quickly that I don't care. Because I've been playing Genshin for a long enough time to know that we're never going to see the follow-up to that teaser, so I really could care less. I'll give him that. It was a really hype trailer, But, oh, this is Yelan's quest? Why the hell is it pointing me here then? Okay, that means I can skip this guy's dialogue. He's an NPC anyway.
Welcome.
Shut up! I thought I clicked Kazuha's quest line. Jesus Christ, can I leave? It won't even let me skip his dialogue, like, to the point. Jesus. Look at this.
As I grow older, I'm starting to find.
Yeah, I got it, guys. I know it's Yelan's. That's why I'm trying to skip through it. I want to get out of here.
We also want to keep any for these reasons, the income.
So in other words, you
I do not care.
Not to despair, however, as I found someone exceptionally capable to act.
I'm heartbroken. I thought it might take you a little longer.
Get out of here, armpits. Let me leave.
Fancy joining me? You'll be a...
What do you think? Paimon thinks.
All right then. Though, I gotta say, Uncle...
I'm not opposed to this.
Yeah, whatever. Sorry, guys. Can't blame me for the game not letting me get out of here.
Oh, and...
After the recent disturbance... Jesus Christ, you just walk down the wrong area and then you're stuck. Yeah, I'm all set to go see Kazuha. You're right, I don't want to see you.
Uncle Tian seems.
Yeah. So he's recommended 3 candidates. Shinwei is a girlfriend. Try to keep all that...
Tianwei? Mingbo?
Let's leave that. All right.
Why is it pointing... Like, I don't know why my questline was pointing to her in the first place. Like, I didn't select her questline. No, I selected this. Stupid game. Ah, yes, it is in Inazuma. Okay. Woo! Good. Bye, Yelan. I'll end up doing her story quest at some point, but I'll do it when I can stomach it. Because I already know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be the same simpy garbage that they do for every female character in the game. She's gonna ask for our help, even though all male characters are independent and don't ask for your help. And there's gonna be a bunch of provocative shots of her bod.
It's been a while since we first set foot on Inazuma.
I ain't simping for some virtual chick, but I'll simp for this man.
So many things have happened since then.
Ah, yes. There has been so many memorable events that I can't recall.
Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey.
That's cute, Paimon. We haven't made any progress on our journey. We are no closer to our sister at all.
Where should we go today?
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm teasing Yelan because I don't like her story or her character. I know that she's cracked gameplay-wise.
Huh? What's up?
Look out! That guy's got Kazuha's Mist-Splitter sword, but it's a 4-star variant. What the? Okay, fade into existence. Cool. Hey, man.
Does it want to talk, huh? Alright, let's convince him to come.
Can you? Hey.
Little.
Sudden attacker. You know what? Turn to stone. Jesus, why is... Oh, because he's a quest guy.
So you don't have a vision after all.
What?
Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking them.
Yeah, like if I wasn't Traveler, he would have killed me.
No, wait. Even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's dangerous.
So I find it funny, by the way, that 4-star sword looks really cool. It's not going to have that glow when you get it, obviously, but apparently we'll get it out of the event. And, I can attest to the fact that the current banner weapon right now is actually not good on Kazuha, even though it's designed for him. He just doesn't scale with Elemental Mastery nearly as well as he scales with damage. And so I used Mist Splitter on him, which of course was Ayaka's sword, and it slaps like a truck. And then lo and behold, here's the 4-star sword, which literally looks like a 4-star variant of the Mist Splitter. So the devs know what they're doing. They just, for some reason, still put out the Elemental Mastery sword.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kaedahara Kazuha?
Yes, I love him.
He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo vision.
Why you looking for him, bro?
That's none of your business.
Yeah, it is. He's my friend.
Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
I'll kill you.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here waving that weird sword in our faces, and he didn't even apologize. Seems like a real nutcase.
Yeah, I know, like, at least I got the streamer luck and got Heizou, but you want to know the secret, dude? Gotta not want him. That's the only reason I got Heizou, is I was indifferent whether I got him or not.
Well, one thing's for sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazuha.
Couldn't agree more. Oh, no, very smart. For once.
Hey, don't be mean. Paimon's smart lots of the time.
I still... Low-key, I still wish that Traveler would just speak now. Like, it's been long enough, and I want to hear him banter with Paimon and call her an idiot.
Anyway, just to be on the safe side, we should go find Kazuha right away and tell him to watch his back.
I have a hunch.
Oh? What kind of hunch?
I think this guy may have a special connection to... Yeah, oh, wow, where'd you get that idea?
You mean
I can't say for sure, but
knowing each other?
I feel like their fighting styles are kind of similar. No? That wasn't a similar fighting style at all. That was a similar fighting style to the samurai enemies. What the hell is he talking about?
Yeah, maybe a little. But then again, most people look pretty much the same once they start fighting, so that doesn't really prove anything.
Really, Paimon?
Anyway, there's no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuha so we won't get into any danger. Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him there.
Well, that's convenient. Okay, let's go. A strange and friendless road. No. I opened the map. Can it please stop doing that? On vacation, so you don't have much time to play? Oh, that's fine, dude. These have been filler updates, honestly. I mean, I'm excited to explore the archipelago again. Maybe it'll actually have some new stuff for me to check out, but generally speaking, I think it's gonna be mostly the same. Hey, Vox!
What up?
Hey, hello. Do you know where Kazuha is?
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all.
2?
Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we entered the harbor, we ran into a huge crowd of Inazumans, all of them wanting to know about Kazuha.
Why?
If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this kind of attention. Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off.
Oh, so you still don't know what he did.
I've heard bits and pieces. Something about him blocking the Raiden Shogun's Musa.
Oh, they're actually gonna go there. Okay. And that's like a year ago now, but sure.
Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making it out to be?
Yeah. Even Traveler couldn't do it.
Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense. In that case, his newfound stardom is well deserved. He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryou Commission. They said they had something important to discuss with him. I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him. Seems like they really respect the guy.
Just a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable.
After all, Raiden Shogun's mindset has changed because she's been whitewashed for no freaking reason because she was a doll.
Thank you. Guess we'll go pay a visit to the Tenryou Commission.
All right then. I'll just stay here and carry on trying to fend off the crowd.
What crowd? Yeah, it's really busy down here, man. Yeah, there's so many people. Oh my god. Jeez. No, I know. That's the whole thing. Like, Kazuha is such a badass character, dude. Like, I really do, like, genuinely feel he's one of the most strongly written characters in this game, right alongside Zhongli. I'm not just saying it because I think that he's, like, really cool stylistically and stuff. Like, there's just everything about him I love. And that was like such a badass scene. He's what was the meme when Kazuha was coming out? It's like the guy with the science bottle and it's like, finally talking Aether. Like, Kazuha in a lot of ways I feel could be the main character of this game. Oh, a duplicate. Hello.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, why are you guys in the Shogun's room?
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation.
Oh, that's very
We
friendly.
invited Mr. Kaidahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the Shogunate. Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply grateful.
Does it not let you play Genshin? Like, you can just play it offline mode, can't you? Unless you mean you don't have internet to even download the patch.
The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaidahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaidahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed?
Yeah, I've heard a thing or two. Sword makers, you know.
In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the Shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional blade forging arts of the Almighty Shogun. The Kaidahara clan belonged to this class. But there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaidahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great turmoil. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaidahara clans was neither proper nor just. Considering Mr. Kaidahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive punishment borne by his clan in the past.
Sweet.
In the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters. We trust you can understand why this was necessary.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty Shogun and the Shogunate at large. However, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached?
There you go.
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek only to correct a past injustice. With the Kaidahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaidaharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings will finally come to an end. You will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City, with the Almighty Shogun's blessing and full support of the Shogunate.
Ah, that's the catch, because he doesn't want to settle down.
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode.
What just happened?
Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaidahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood. I do have a responsibility to restore their honor.
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the populace will disappear.
What malicious rumors? You mean how he was taking on Shogun? Like, what?
Malicious rumors?
The hell's he talking about?
What we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another Kaidahara Kazuha in town.
Yeah, like, what's he talking about?
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaidahara really parried the Shogun's strike. Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kaidahara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread.
What? But that doesn't make sense. Using a delusion turns you old and frail, and Kazuha still looks fine.
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still.
I'm calling it now, by the way. Like, in a couple years, we're gonna start having vision characters that'll have two elements.
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion, no matter whether it brings suspicion or stardom my way.
Yeah, you can't convince him with negative rumors. He don't care.
But perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation will blow over more quickly.
There you go. She's not gonna like that.
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all of us.
Please allow me some time to consider. In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then, what brings the two of you here?
I don't know. I really have no idea why I'm here.
Yikes! We nearly forgot about the most important thing!
What most important thing? Oh yeah, the weird guy. that just attacked us randomly.
Why would such a dangerous individual be looking for me?
No, I'm not gonna do the hangout events. I haven't touched any of those. The only one that I tried to do was like I tried doing one of them, and they're just so boring and so slow and stupid that I just never bothered. Could it be someone you trained with under the same master?
No. This puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaidahara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of was coincidence alone.
All the more reason to watch your back. This guy was a serious nutcase.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury, or worse.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
Thank you. I must say I am now very curious about this matter, and I will also need some time to consider your offer.
He'll send someone out to find the Nobushi enemies that literally just plague the entire country.
I will first join the Traveler in investigating the one who attacked him, then give you a conclusive answer upon my return.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
Good. Let's leave this nerd here, man.
The agency knows the most about what goes on in town.
Love how it just cuts her off. I don't care, but let's go down here. It's kind of funny, like I see why certain people don't have any appeal towards these quests, like especially if it's something that you're not really interested in, because it's literally just fast travel here, characters talk, fast travel here, characters talk. But if it's an interesting enough story, I'm down for it.
Hey there! We'd like to ask you a quick question. Do you know if anyone around here has been looking for him? For Kaidahara Kazuha, we mean.
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaidehara. I've heard a lot about you. It is an honor to finally meet you today.
You are too kind. We are currently investigating an assault and would appreciate any help you can offer.
Oh? You were targeted in an assault? Let me think. I can't seem to recall anything of immediate interest. Mr. Kaidehara is currently the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of people looking for him. To be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain Mr. Kaidehara's personal information.
Okay, he's a homeless person, like what?
Some of them were offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate commissions, Sango would have snapped them up in an instant.
Millions? Of mora? Whoa! Oh, wait. Even at that price, you probably...
Don't worry, Paimon. I've got over 100 mil, so...
Please, accept my thanks for looking out for my privacy.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's day-to-day life just for the sake of it.
Yeah, I liked Ito's story as well.
Sorry, I got a little off topic. What I'm really trying to say is, it doesn't surprise me that a complete stranger is looking for Mr. Kaidehara. But I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect this with an assault.
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attacks or similar incidents recently that stand out as particularly unusual?
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing this game for a long time, and I kind of just slowly got more and more Mora, and frankly speaking, I don't really spend my resin on anything else except for Mora ley lines nowadays, just because I don't care. But I'll try and remember to check my inventory and see how much Mora I'm at now.
The Tenryou
It's been a while since I looked.
few leads. I thought you might have some information from different sources.
But it makes all these story missions like really funny to me because me and my buddy actually both have over 100 mil. So we're always just like, haha, peasants.
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about every little thing that goes on out in the streets. But typically, it's only the most trivial events that manage to escape their attention. If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault, in which case the Tenryou Commission would absolutely get involved.
Like, what about the Nobushi enemies literally attacking on the roads? Like, what?
That does make sense. Uh-oh. Looks like the trail's already run cold.
I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked you hasn't been causing any trouble elsewhere. Few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now.
Look at this. Why did they even have this as an option? It was also not easy for me to fight him off. Yeah, it was.
I am well aware of your talents. There is no need to be humble around me. In fact, I'm quite relieved that you were the one he targeted. It would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because of me. For the poor victim, this would be a completely senseless crime.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
It seems you are.
He's such a good voice actor.
This hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kaedehara. Surely this same concern for your fellow man is what drove you to fearlessly raise your blade against the almighty Shogun.
Like, there's a lot, you know, there's a lot of good voice actors for certain characters. Some of them are, you know, misses for sure. But Kazuha, I feel, is just so perfectly voiced. Like, he's just so calm and collected, which is exactly what his character is written as well. It's just, it's really, yeah.
You flatter me.
I don't know. He always reminds me of Princess Mononoke.
I don't know quite what came over me in that moment.
You are much too humble. Don't worry, I completely understand your concerns. I will try my best to gather whatever leads I can for you. Oh, actually, there was one strange incident over the last few days. It doesn't involve an attack, though. Let me tell you about it just in case.
Sure. During times like this, the more information we have, the better.
All right, then.
Okay.
Recently, 2 people went missing from the city at around the same time. One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a samurai from the Amenoma clan.
Amenoma. Now there's a familiar name.
It is?
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo, the owner of Amenoma Smithy. 2 grown men going missing at the same time. Their cases are likely connected, but I don't know much in the way of details.
Maybe they eloped, you weirdo.
I recalled this because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the blade. Perhaps he is the one you are looking for.
Understood, though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know this man, nor do I have any idea why he may wish to attack me.
Well, let's consider it a favor to him.
Sure, can't hurt. We never know what we might find out along the way.
Oh, nice, Wolf. Congrats. Yeah, I actually did a random 10 pull at the beginning of the stream and got another Kazuha constellation I didn't need.
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by making some inquiries at the Amenoma Smithy.
Sounds good. All the best with your investigation. I'll get moving shortly myself.
Yay. Okay, how much, whoops. What's my Mora at? Oh, expired. Wait, where's my Mora? Oh, there we go. 125 million. Let's go. I thought it was closer to 150, but whatever. Oh, God. Hey, old man. Oh, it's this pervert. Oh, God.
If it isn't Kaedehara Kazuha, what brings you here today?
Oh, nothing, man. We just wanted to join you in just drooling over this guy's sweaty, huge biceps.
Huh? You 2 know each other?
Yes. The Kaedehara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden. Historically, there have always been deep links between the 2 clans. After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respects.
Cool.
Yes. You may recall the story of the Raiden Gokaden from the Iridori Festival.
Though all bladesmiths trace their craft back to the same source, over time, each of us has arrived at a different blade-making philosophy, spawning the development of different branches of the same art.
Okay. I guess he's written like an old man because he certainly is talking about something nobody cares about.
As an example, the Amenoma art strives to emulate the abiding patience and determination of water, as it turns stone to sand.
Yeah. Yeah, I did too, Yomi.
There is nothing mystical to our work. There is
I wasn't at zero pity, though.
Day in and day out, until both body and mind have
But dang,
memorized
that's crazy, Yomi.
turning each motion of every technique into an intrinsic.
Yeah, Kazuha is a fantastic like character just in general, so I'm really excited that people can end up getting him with his rerun.
As for the art of the Kaedehara clan, I believe it's called the Ishin art.
That's right. Ishin art strives for complete.
Why are they talking about this?
Blade and mind from the moment that forging begins. For only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings, and eventually become an extension of its wielder's will.
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blades, but an Ishin blade chooses its owner. You are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade. It gladdens my heart to see that although the Kaedehara clan has fallen on hard times, its ideals and virtues are alive and well.
You overestimate me. My actions are guided by my own personal sentiments, not by any noble aspirations on behalf of my clan. But let's get back on topic.
Yes, please.
The purpose of our visit today is to gather some information on your missing nephew.
Yeah, I'm like that too. I rarely ever get things without pity. I think I ended up getting Coconut without like many pulls, of course, because I didn't want her. And then she ends up being a pretty cracked healer, so I'm content, but
we hope to assist with the investigation.
Now I gotta grind Heizou mats like ugh.
Another we are pursuing.
Ah, yes. My nephew. I reported the case to the Tenryou Commission, but I haven't heard anything back so far. He didn't say a word before he left, which is very unlike him. I'm still completely at a loss on what to make of it, but I've done what I can so far. Worrying is futile. All I can do now is wait for the news from the Tenryou Commission.
I like this guy. That's a good philosophy. That's what I do.
We heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too. Know anything about that?
Yes. On the morning that Yuya went missing, he gave me a very cryptic look and said that he was going to give me a great gift. I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato after that. The next thing I heard was that a fire had broken out at the warehouse, and neither of them came back.
A fire?
Yes. Strange, isn't it? I wonder what could have caused it. Unfortunately, there was very little evidence left behind, so nobody knows what really happened.
Do you have any thoughts on what Yuya may have wanted to give you?
If I had to guess, it must have been some kind of rare weapon. Otherwise, there would have been no reason for him to get my hopes up.
Oh yeah, cool. Okay. I mean, I guess it's the 4-star sword, but come on, man. That's kind of forcing it.
He's never been particularly interested in blade forging, but has always had a fondness for blade testing, and can sense even the most minute differences in blade quality. He is extraordinarily talented in martial arts, particularly when it comes to the art of the sword.
Truth be told, we have some information that you may find to be objectionable. The person we are looking for, he attacked this friend of mine.
So you do get the new 4-star sword with this update, but yeah, I'm not sure if it's from this story event or just an event in general that's coming up. I'm not sure.
Based on the evidence we have gathered so far, only Yuya seems to match the suspect's profile.
I mean, I would assume it's from this, because it seems like it's really pushing the sword.
What? No. Absolutely impossible. Yuya is not that kind of person. He is humble and kind. Even his training is done with the goal of calming his mind. He has never gotten into a fight before.
Huh. Is that so?
Then how can you say he's good with a blade?
Yes. If there's one thing I can say for certain, It's that Yuya would never draw his blade without a very good reason.
Without a good reason, I thought you say he never fought before. We should question this old man.
But, with that said, it's equally out of character for him to just disappear, with neither farewell nor fair warning. I also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced, or otherwise compelled by circumstances unbeknownst to me.
Literally in the same sentence. He's never even gotten in a fight before. He wouldn't hurt a fly. two phrases over. But maybe he could kill someone. I don't really know.
Anyway, should you find him, please let me know as soon as possible.
Don't worry. You have our word.
From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us as well.
Well, we still need to find the info from the Nagato family, so...
Yes. It sounds as if something happened when the two men met each other.
The sword stays at R1? Really? I would assume that we get the parts from it. Maybe we get the parts for the sword from the event.
Let's pay a visit to the Nagato household.
I'm not sure. Because I know it's very time-gated, and I know that we will eventually get to a point, even with this quest today, that's why I have it called Part 1, where we won't be able to progress anymore, because we're going to have to wait for the islands to open up. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I heard from some of my buddies that apparently already did this.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now.
Pay what?
My husband has gone missing, and I'm still trying to find him.
You owe money?
No. You misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation. We'd like to ask you some questions about Mr. Nagato's disappearance, if we may.
Ah, I see. I thought the debt collectors had come to visit again. I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
Why is everyone so quiet versus the music? It's weird.
I'm afraid we don't have any new information at the moment. We're still trying to find out as much as we can to inform our search.
Like, this quest isn't mixed very well.
With this in mind, can we perhaps ask some questions about your family's current situation?
For example, Paimon's struggling to understand why a collector would be strapped for Mora.
That's a long story. Ever since I've known him, he's been an avid collector of all sorts of things.
Oh, this is the collector's house, not the samurai guy. I'm not sure what the passives are. I think it's got attack percentage on it and something to do with the reaction. It's mostly designed for Kazuha.
He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew
not that you can't use it on others.
Myself, but seeing how enthusiastic and excited they made him, I was happy to believe that they were just extremely important to him. Everything was fine when we first got married, but as time went by, things changed for the worse.
Uh-oh, what happened?
I thought this was a Kazuha story quest, by the way, not just random copy and paste NPC story quest.
He lost his sense of restraint. He started buying more and more things, and even resorted to borrowing money just so he could pay for them.
I don't care, madam.
Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was awful. There were days when he'd spend hours down at the warehouse, admiring his weapons even as debt collectors were descending upon our house.
I mean, hopefully it changes and shifts its tone, because this is what they did with Ayato's questline, and I really didn't like it as well, where the focus seemed to be on like all the side characters and not Ayato himself.
He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. Just sat there staring at them like he was in a trance. I'm happy he has a hobby, and I'm willing to support him, but making ends meet has to come first. I've tried talking to him about it so many times, but he never listened.
The sword was controlling his mind.
On the last day that I saw him, I gave him an ultimatum. I said, if he refused to sell his collectibles and pay off his debts, I would divorce him and take the children with me.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
And that led to an argument.
Actually, it didn't. Generally, he's a quiet man who likes to go with the flow. On most things, he leaves the decision-making to me. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce if the debts hadn't pushed our family to the brink. After I said those words, he froze and was silent for a long time. When he finally spoke, he awkwardly mumbled that he would pick out a few items to sell. His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family?
You did the right thing. It's important to set boundaries. Not by threatening with divorce. You know what that does to the kids?
Had I not indulged his bad habits, we wouldn't have found ourselves in such a predicament. And I also don't know if he had actually come to his senses, or if he was simply angry with me. The next thing I heard was that our warehouse had caught fire, and both he and the buyer had gone missing.
I see. I understand. Ame no Mayuya came to purchase a weapon from Mr. Nagato. During the sale, a fire broke out at the warehouse, and both men disappeared.
Thank you for summarizing what the first person told us.
At first, I assumed they must have gotten into an argument over the price. But my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so it's hard to imagine him getting into a fierce argument.
Maybe he was feeling the pressure from the debts?
I don't know. He just disappeared after the warehouse burned down. Perhaps he's too afraid to come home now that all his collectibles have been lost in the fire, and he's got no way to pay off our debts. Even though I'm still a little mad at him. We're a family, and I want us to face our family's crisis together.
Maybe you shouldn't have threatened him with divorce, and then he wouldn't feel like...
As long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf, I know we can work things out.
Please don't get upset. There could be more to this situation than meets the eye. If collecting things is a habit that Mr. Nagato had his whole life, it is quite unusual for this habit to change so drastically over a short period. But the information we gathered from the other side suggests Ame no Mayuya is also a mild-mannered man who would not be likely to start an argument.
Yeah, like, I like going through these quests, and, you know, even though I'm making fun of it most of the time just because generally that's my sense of humor, I do find it odd that this game doesn't have, like, a full skip or fast-forward button. Like, there's so many other gacha games that I've played on my phone, and thank God they have a skip, because I just don't care. And I could see, like, if I was playing Genshin a lot more casually, then, yeah, I would be not interested at all.
This situation is getting a little confusing.
A little confused?
But I like experiencing the story because I like seeing whether or not it's actually a good written story or not. Because, frankly speaking, it's Genshin. It's hit or miss.
Let's try a change of scenery and see if we can piece together what we've learned. Rest assured, we'll notify you if we find anything.
Thank you so much. I just want him to come home.
Oh, yeah, so you can threaten him with divorce again? I still don't know why they threw that dialogue in there. Like, that's clearly written by a writer who has not actually experienced something like that. Like, so insensitive and stupid.
I can only surmise that the sales meeting between the two men was somehow the catalyst for their disappearance. The fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation unfolded, though its exact role is a mystery. Do you have any thoughts?
Don't ask Paimon anything. No!
Paimon was thinking that maybe someone accidentally knocked over an oil lamp and... Nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while.
Yeah, don't ever speak again. We're still missing crucial information.
Right. I very much agree with you. It seems highly likely that we're missing a piece of the puzzle. Working off what we know so far, there are too many things that don't add up. The chances are that there are still some clues left for us to discover. One fact that I keep coming back to is that Ame no Mayuya is polite and well-mannered, while Mr. Nagato is introverted and passive. Neither seems like the type of person who is inclined towards initiating conflict. Mr. Nagato, being heavily in debt, is also the only one of them with the potential motive to disappear after the fire.
I thought, I actually kind of liked Coconut's story quest. Most of all, like, near the end, I felt it really picked up. But the only thing that I found so conflicting about it was that she literally sounds like an 8-year-old, and she's supposed to be like a big-time general, like strategist, and it just... I know it's anime, but that aspect to me is still a little too cringe. I would never trust someone like that with my life, you know? Like,
what could have happened there?
But otherwise, it was just generic politics of Inazuma, but I thought it was pretty well written.
Right. Although the time frame seems to broadly match, no other details that we've learned seem to link the two events together. Amenoma Yuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker, namely that he is principally a practitioner of the blade testing techniques of Amenoma art, not those of the combat-oriented Ishin art.
Darn! We thought we could get 2 birds with 1 stone here, but at this rate, it's starting to look like a wild goose chase.
Did Paimon always have all that glowy, sparkly stuff coming off of her?
Let's keep going, since we've come this far. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and Mrs. Nagato will be able to get some closure.
Okay, but where should we go now?
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse. There's still a chance we may be able to find some shreds of evidence.
This is weird. I just realized, like, why the hell is this Kazuha's story quest? This seems more like Heizou. Because Heizou's the one that's the detective. Like, why are we doing this with Kazuha?
Wait.
Like, I still want to see where it goes, and I hope that it focuses more on Kazuha, but that's the thing, is it's like, these story quests just kind of keep focusing on just a quest that has this character in it. Not a quest that involves the character as the main focal point. Like, you know, I want to know more about Kazuha himself. I want to know about his backstory and what he's going through. Not solve the random mystery, but Kazuha's also here because he's in the banner right now.
I hear something ominous in the wind.
Oh! This must be another one of those sounds that only you can hear. As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief at Beto's tournament, so...
I knew we could count on you.
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound. It's right around here somewhere.
Oh, is it over there? Or maybe it's over there.
But there's nothing here.
It's gone now, but I can still sense the direction it left in.
What are you, a Jedi?
Felt very much like that ancient presence in Inazuma. The remnants of the Tatarigami.
The what?
Indeed. But this unexpected spring of inauspicious energy may prove to be of benefit to our investigation. We should remain vigilant and approach slowly.
Nah, I'll just run at it. Wait, trapdoor.
So it's an underground warehouse.
This was never here before, but okay.
The force is definitely coming from down below. The source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left this place, but the residue it left behind still hasn't dissipated completely. Judging from the concentration, I would have to conclude that the Tatarigami source resided here for a very long time.
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang around the warehouse by himself a lot.
It could well be that he was already under the influence of Tatarigami energy at that time.
Why didn't they allow me to ask him what Tatarigami is? Like, I mean, surely someone would have noticed.
From what I've been told, Tatarigami does not turn all upon whom it preys into violent monsters, but most will develop a stubborn streak upon being exposed to the Tatarigami's unfulfilled will. Their interests become fanatical obsessions. Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. The influence of Tatarigami could explain why he became an obsessive hoarder, amassing more and more possessions, even as he put himself in grave debt.
So what should we do now? Go down and take a look?
Sounds like me playing Genshin Impact, am I right, guys? Woohoo!
Step back. I'll open the door and take a look inside.
This is literally just such a unself-aware questline that is just Genshin Impact questline. Oh, he went in debt because of the gacha.
If we don't open this door, we can move no closer to the truth. You needn't worry. Both of us have faced far greater dangers than this. Relatively speaking, the risk here is trivial.
I don't know, man. It's really dangerous for your wallet. Going for C6, it hurts. Physically. Yes? What? Tell me more.
What's down there?
Everything's buried in debris. I can't see anything. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire warehouse to rubble.
Oh.
That was too scary. Paimon was so sure that the warehouse boogeyman was about to jump out at us.
The what?
All we can do now is keep searching in the direction that the Tatarigami energy source left this place. 2 ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami.
Yeah, no, I know there's lots of...
misfortune has already befallen them.
People put a lot of negativity towards Genshin and how it doesn't take a lot of Honkai Impact's like features, which makes sense because this game is a more ambitious project. I mean, let's face it, it's a Breath of the Wild clone.
Yes, let's go. If nothing else, it's vital that we find out where this Tatarigami energy is coming from.
You know, like, there's people that play Genshin that are so stupid that they think Breath of the Wild is ripping off of Genshin.
Quiet your mind and focus on what you sense around you. Perhaps you, too, will perceive its ominous presence in the wind.
Okay. Well, the objective is pointing me this way, and there seems to be a big dark cloud, so I guess I'll just go over here. I still don't know what this Tatarigami thing is that he's talking about. Like, was that from an event or some old quest line or something? Like, I do not remember, my dude. Ah! Don't die from fall damage.
The trail appears to split into 2. The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance, but a small portion remained here and seems to be dissipating slowly.
It's both of them.
Quite possibly. Let's search the area.
No, I know. That's why they don't let you skip dialogue. Because, yeah, exactly. Like, you'd be over and done with these story quests, like, so quickly, and just grab the rewards and get out. And what they're interested in doing with Genshin Impact is keeping player time and player volume up. That's why everything's so time-gated, and why they don't have a skip button, and, you know. Because the longer you're playing the game, the more likely you are to drop money.
By the looks of it, a letter written on a piece of torn clothing. The ink is bone dry. It must have been written quite some time ago.
Why did we just fight Hilichurls? I just realized, like...
Well, let's take a look.
Oh, nope. I'm a YouTuber, I don't read.
According to this letter, a conflict arose because Amenoma Yuya wanted to seize a blade belonging to Mr. Nagato. Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse and wounded Mr. Nagato in the fight. Mr. Nagato kept chase as long as he could, eventually stopping here to write this letter when his strength gave out.
Well, that's super freaking convenient, but okay.
Where is he?
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy influence of Tatarigami. Add to that the fact that its aura seems to have attracted a horde of monsters. And
oh, that's why they're here.
I'm afraid he may no longer be with us. Whatever traces there may have been of his fate beyond after this point, they've since been disturbed by the Hilichurls. There's nothing more for us to find here.
There are more important things right now.
Yes. Right now, we need to uncover some more important truths. If Amenoma Yuya is attacking other people indiscriminately, then the longer we take to find him, the more people risk meeting the same tragic end.
Yeah, the Diluc skin has new idle animations, new fire VFX and everything. That's why it's like $40. Frankly speaking, I'd rather just buy a game.
So let's get moving.
It's really expensive, but that's also just because Genshin's got the worst localization of pricing I've ever seen. Being Canadian, it is so expensive to buy things in this game.
I wouldn't be surprised if he too fell prey to the influence of the Tatarigami.
That's the other reason why I just decided, nope, I'm done spending money on this game.
For a practitioner of the martial arts, the easiest desire to inflame would be their pursuit of further power and skill. All the clues that at first seemed disparate and disconnected. It seems that now we know the thread that runs between them. I have a hypothesis that, if it's correct, not only explains the series of events leading to the two men's disappearance, but also zeroes in on the attacker's identity.
Wait, you figured it out? So these two cases are connected after all?
What about Dendro? What? Sorry? Like, what were you asking about Dendro?
I believe so. But it's something of an outlandish idea. I will only be able to confirm my suspicions once we've met him in person. On with the search. We must stay vigilant. At any point now, we may find ourselves in danger.
Cool. By what? Hilichurls? Alright. Oh, well, this is conveniently here. Follow the darkness. Oh, cool. Don't you love it when that happens? When, like, you press the jump button, but it doesn't, like, jump. So annoying, dude. At least I got this wind gust over here. Hey, Jay. Yeah, it's going good, man. I mean, I'm kind of waiting for this Kazuha story quest to actually be about Kazuha and not these side characters, but I think I'm going to be gravely disappointed. That's the thing, dude. Like, I wish that it's like they act like the parkour is better than it is in this game. Oh, that's what you were asking about if I'm gonna spend money on Dendro. Nah, dude, I don't give a crap about, like, leaf powers.
Why here? Is there anything special about this place?
I'm excited to explore Sumeru, but frankly speaking, all of the leaves and trees and stuff, that doesn't really excite me because, come on, we've already seen mountains and trees, man. Like, I just want to see, the deserts. Like, they haven't really showed or teased any of that stuff yet.
I'm not sure, but on closer,
it was like in the background of their screenshots, but
here at several different points in time.
Show yourself. It's no use hiding anymore.
Kaidehara Kazuha. It's you, at last.
I copy and paste NPC.
Aha! So it is the same guy from before. What's your problem, huh? What could you possibly have against Kazuha?
Indeed, there should be no enmity between us. If it is Amenome Yuya that stands before us.
You mean the desert is supposed to be like 3.2 and later? I honestly would not be surprised. I'm calling it now. The Sumeru region that they're teasing, you know it's going to be time gated. Like, I'm calling it. We're going to end up having a small chunk of an area, and then you won't be able to explore further. Either it'll just be barriered off, or there'll be like another Sakura tree mechanic where it'll be like, oh, you can't gather enough materials to travel to the next area yet because we don't have it in the game.
But what if instead of facing Amenome Yuya, we are
the problem too
facing the blade
is if you guys are in the Genshin Discord, they actually have a role for version 2.9. Which means we're getting another filler update before we get Sumeru.
Now that you mention it, it is giving off a strange light. Whoa,
like, it's gonna be in the fall, dude. It's so far away. It's so stupid.
Tatarigami energy often lodges itself within physical objects, then works to subtly affect any living organisms in its vicinity. The blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years, affecting his state of mind, and more recently using the sail as a means to affect, or rather as a means to occupy, Amenome Yuya's body.
You're sharper than I thought. You've already deduced the truth of the matter. Many, many years ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition.
Oh, the sword's talking. Okay.
I was his pride and joy. In me, he placed all his hopes and dreams. As a descendant of the Kaidehara clan, you should be able to guess our greatest regret.
I presume it has something to do with the Raiden Gokaden.
Indeed. At that point in time, he failed to live up to the Raiden Shogun's expectations. In the end, all he could do was to flee the nation by sea on a ship bound for Snezhnaya.
Is that how they're gonna lead us to the islands, I wonder?
He was a bladesmith of great renown, a master of his craft. There was nothing that he could not accomplish. All he needed was more time and a little faith. And sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. All of his life's work, his wisdom, his skill, it culminated in his creation of...
I just realized the name Prized Ishin Blade. Oh, that's so stupid.
He not only bestowed upon me the greatest of strength, but also endowed me with a consciousness of my own.
Oh yeah, no, I know. Lots of people have been waiting for this Kazuha rerun, man. I think that's fair. Like, get Kazuha and then just don't spend any more money on the game, dude. Like, just resist and just like what I'm gonna do is this update is gonna be so short-lived. I'll do a couple streams on like the new story stuff, exploring the islands and junk. But once we're done with that, if we don't have any fun events, that's it. I'm just not gonna end up streaming or even playing the game until the next update.
In her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single most perfect blade in the entire world,
but I'm fully expecting Sumeru's gonna be super time-gated and walled off and stuff, the same as they did with Inazuma.
So, swords can become
And at this point, frankly speaking, I don't really have any hope for the main story. I hope that Sumeru gets back into the swing of things, because Inazuma was its own story, just completely separate.
the people of the time in which
it was a good story, but I could care less about my sister in the main plot anymore. Like, I'm not invested.
But in all other respects, an ordinary weapon.
This shouldn't be called the Kazuha story quest, by the way. It should be called the Ishin Blade Curse. Like,
after the death of my creator, I decided to leave Snezhnaya and began my long quest to return to the distant land of Inazuma. Moving from one person to the next, I controlled the minds of countless hosts along
I know, Yomi.
me one step closer to my ancestral home.
That's kind of the reason why I don't really care about any of the Dendro characters. Not only am I not interested in the element, the way that it functions is not that great. It's just buffs, basically. But we were literally in the region of Japan, and we didn't get a single cool samurai character. We just got the same old copy and paste. Like, Ayato, he doesn't even have the samurai pants. He's got Zhongli's pants. You want to know why? Because they were saving the puffy, like, samurai pants for Dendro characters. And it's like, okay, so they're gonna save pieces of clothing for other regions just so that they feel, like, unique, just so they can get more sales. And it's just... I'm done, man. Like, I'm done with that aspect of the game.
I seek but one thing. To face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power. The might of Ishin art.
Oh, that's cool, man. We can fight Raiden anytime, actually. It's a weekly boss.
So Amenoma Yuya was not your first victim. Tell me, what happens to those you've possessed when you've finished using them?
My hosts? Who cares what happens to them? They are but tools that serve my mission.
Hey, Snakey.
When they got tired or injured or unusable, I hopped to the next one in line. All I needed them for was to take me back to Inazuma.
You're awful.
Oh, no.
After I returned to Inazuma, I decided to bide my time in Nagato's warehouse until Amenoma Yuya handed himself over to me on a silver platter.
No, actually, Yomi, the funny thing is that Ito's six-pack does have bump mapping on it. The disappointing part for Ito is that they didn't bother giving him bigger arms.
At long last.
He's got the same skinny pretty boy arms.
By Amenoma Yuya's body, I have found you. And by your hand, I shall defeat the...
But I know what you were getting at. Like, yeah, they really should have gone the extra mile with these characters. Even, like, I think the real first big disappointment for me was Raiden Shogun. The fact that they just ended up making her after a geisha, which does not instill any sense of power and strength to me. Especially when they kept talking so much about, like, how badass she was and how she's murdering all these people and everything and literally killing people who don't have visions and stealing them and stuff. And then you get to the end of the quest line and it's really, really cool. And then suddenly there's a story quest after where you're just simping over Raiden Shogun, who's reading like hentai, you know, manga, and oh, there was a doll, so she didn't commit any of those murders, she's fine, she's a good guy, you know. And it was so lame and such a like slap in the face.
Kazuha, you stood against
yeah, her teaser design was cool. Also the story, what was it, the story trailer that showed her sister, that was a really cool design for her. But the in-game model is just cleavage and a short skirt. It's like, come on.
Now, give your body over to me.
I'm sorry I'm not paying attention to this idiot, because like I said, I'm interested in Kazuha story quest. I am not interested in whatever this guy is. Also, I like how it's giving me a trial of Kazuha. Like, okay. He's so powerful. Oh god. Wait, whoops. They swapped where my Kazuha is. I'm not used to him being on down. Bong. Goodbye.
Do not stand in my way, or I will strike you down too.
Your bluff's fooling no one. You've lost.
Lost? I can never lose. It is this body that has reached its limit. Nothing.
What I wanted, I think that they could rectify a lot of the looks of characters with costumes, but unfortunately we get those in such small, like Diluc is the first male costume in the game, and then we got like 5 or 6 female costumes, so it kind of shows where their priorities are. But of course they know what their audience is, which is, you know, cringy weeby anime kids. I'm not dogging on anyone who likes anime, okay? But I know that there's something that the Genshin community generally criticizes me for with my videos and stuff, and it's because I'm just a normal dude who enjoys this kind of stuff. I don't really care about like you know, I'm not like ooh woo or any of that stuff, which I'm not trying to discriminate. It's just, you know.
Even if you defeat me here.
But anyways, the point I was getting at is there was that recent quest line with Albedo in Inazuma, and that was actually a really good event. I really liked the writing with it. And they ended up having illustrations of like these alternate costumes of characters, and god, I would drop money down for those costumes if they were in game, dude. Kazuha literally had like a kimono skin, and it was like, oh my god, give it to me.
He's but a puppet that can be replaced. I can take a new.
I still don't care about this Ishin blade, bro.
The end result is the same. I will end this wretch's life before you can lift a finger. And even if I were to lose my physical form, it is but a small setback. My consciousness shall endure by any means necessary and any medium available. I shall return and fulfill my destiny.
Pay to get a ponytail for Diluc, yeah. Yeah, all the other Archons are female waifu characters, of course, because they make more sales, man. Like, come on. The thing that I found pathetic is behind the scenes, like, because I know Genshin so well and where they, like, the one thing that I would harshly criticize about Genshin, and I'm sorry I'm distracted from the quest line, but it's just kind of pretty lame so far. But the one thing I would harshly criticize this game on is that its design and the new content is very, very formulaic. Like, even with Sumeru, it's like, I can't get excited about it, you know, too much, because you know it's going to have new enemies that will specifically have new materials for new characters, new domains that will have new artifact sets for new characters, right? But on top of all of that, the point that I'm getting at is I joked with my friend saying, I'm like, I remember this was months ago. I teased and said, I'm calling it now. The Dendro Archon is going to end up being some 1,000-year-old lolly, because then she's legal, right? Because like cringy anime crap, and it's just ugh. And then sure enough, that's what's coming. We got like some dumb child character that's supposed to be like thousands of years old, and it's just like, ugh. Like, give me some strong guys, man. Like, give me some cool dudes.
Your fighting style. It is indeed the forms of Ishin art.
I hate to sound so critical because I do still love this game, but what I like it for is the exploration, and generally the plot is okay. for a lot of these stories, but then sometimes we get ones like this where it's just a complete miss and has nothing to do with the reason why people wanted this story quest, which is Kazuha, not this random ass sword NPC character.
But from your movement,
maybe it'll get better, but
hatred and arrogance, as well as a thinly veiled.
Anyways, rant over. Sorry.
Really? You can tell all that just from his moves?
As I've mentioned before, the forms of Ishin art convey the user's thoughts and feelings. Since the blade is currently possessing Aminome Yuya's body, its movements express the innermost thoughts of the blade. If you ask me, the mania is probably due to your desperate, single-minded ambition. You believe I am your only hope.
Are you trying to claim that I am helpless without you?
Oh, so he's gonna forge the sword. Okay.
On his deathbed, he passed to me all of Ishin Art's secrets. The little that you know barely scratches the surface. In that regard, why would I ever need your help?
Because all of that is in the past. I've been wondering why you've not caused more trouble in all the years that you've been in Inazuma. If you are indeed a cursed blade that can possess its owner, now that I've seen inside your mind, everything finally makes sense. You weren't biding your time. You were trapped. After all the time that's passed, you have grown weak. To the point that you are now unable to acquire a new host without making physical contact.
Oh, that's right. Paimon remembers
Oh,
now.
so before it didn't have to have physical contact, I guess. They never explained that, but maybe it's just because I wasn't paying attention.
Only when Mr. Nagato witnessed his wife's distress and decided to sell his collectibles did you finally have an opportunity to reach out to Aminome Yuya and make your escape.
And what of it?
Well, that brings me to my second point. There's a despair in you that is so strong it threatens to overwhelm you. You were determined to fulfill your maker's ambition, whatever the cost. But this ambition is too grand and too heavy for you to bear. Each step you have taken has come at a great cost.
Speaking of like a buff guy, I'm fine with them like making Ito all scrawny and stuff, but why wasn't his ultimate him turning into an Oni, dude?
I think you realized your limitations long ago. The more you clenched your teeth and pressed forward, the greater your fear of losing everything you had achieved grew, and the more you wished to run from the truth. But the way I see it, what began as an ambition has long since become a delusional fantasy.
What would you know about any of this? I'm just one step away from achieving my goal.
You returned to Inazuma to prove the unparalleled brilliance of Ishin art. But to make this arduous journey, you committed countless atrocities and showed a blatant disregard for human life.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be, Z's. Which, again, we haven't seen the deserts. It could be that they're just not teasing them yet. I am a bit disappointed with all of the grass and plants and stuff that they've shown with Sumeru. I like the mechanics that they have with all of the, like, they have things grow now when you activate them, which I think is really cool for puzzles and junk. But again, I'm really hoping to see the desert stuff because it's supposed to be the freaking desert region.
Even if you were to sever that divine light.
And I want to see something different for Genshin's environment, not just a bunch of hills and trees and crap.
Sure, you inherited the secrets of Ishin art. But even as you made your journey to honor this legacy, you treated the ones who wielded you as mere tools to do your bidding.
Oh my god, you just keep explaining the same thing over and over, dude. That's my favorite part of this story.
How could you possibly unleash the full potential of Ishin art when you act in perfect discordance with the principle of harmony between a blade and its bearer?
No, so each of the areas is based off of a different region, and Sumeru, I'm pretty sure, is supposed to be India.
Silence, you blabbering fool. I must achieve my goal.
Like how Inazuma is based off Japan.
Was his life's dream and the very purpose for which I was brought.
Which was supposed to be like, you know, plants, swamplands and stuff like that, but deserts as well. So again, I'm really hoping to see like cool big deserts and stuff, but who knows?
I will concede that you are most perceptive. You see my
okay, A4.
clearly. but you also...
Yeah, India and Egypt, exactly. Like, I'm expecting, like, show us some Assassin's Creed Origins stuff, man, you know?
And you should face reality.
Easy for you to say. Facing reality offers me nothing. I have no need of anything that would stand in my way. Not hesitation.
I mean, obviously they base it off multiple regions in real life, but I'm excited to see those aspects of it. I still think they're gonna go big mode with Sumeru, and they just haven't shown us that yet. Or it's in like version 3.5 or something. Like, who knows, man? The new characters that they've leaked so far, yeah, they don't look that great.
It is pointless to argue further. Descendant of the Kaidahara clan, if you wish to save this man, then offer me your body in exchange.
How stubbornly you stick to your wayward path.
This music is inappropriate for this.
I do not believe for a second that you can challenge the almighty Shogun in your current state. So let us make a bet, and I will put your strength to the test.
Okay, this is getting interesting.
Surely you're not planning to agree to his demands.
Very well. Then find yourself some enemies with whom you wish to cross blades. A taste of my power will more than convince you.
But you couldn't even beat me, man. Like, what?
Once we have dealt with them, we shall proceed to Tenshukaku.
And as for your end of the bargain, if you lose, you must release Amenoma Yuya from your control.
I accept.
Don't do this, Kazuha!
This is risky. No, it's not, but...
This is the only way to save Amenoma Yuya. If we don't do this, he'll forever be the Blade's puppet. The Cursed Blade's strength is currently very weak, and I sense he's hesitating. This suggests his heart is still not completely devoid of honor. The power of the Tatarigami lies in intensifying existing obsessions. This is the reason Mr. Nagato and Amenoma Yuya fell prey to it. Since I don't have any similar kinds of obsessions, I should be able to put up some resistance for a while.
It would have been so much cooler if this quest was like Kazuha being infected by the sword and we're trying to help him.
But even so...
Even if things take a turn for the worse, I still have you both here with me. We have a chance here to save an innocent victim.
Fine.
Your disdain for me betrays your woeful ignorance. I agreed to this bet because there are things I wish to learn too. Now, take me in your hand.
Oh. Alright, well now it's getting interesting. Too bad the sword didn't have that glow when you have it. You know it's not going to.
Kazuha?
I'm okay. I felt a little dizzy at first, but only for a moment. It's all right. So far, this was as I expected.
I know, Honors. That's what I was saying. Like, that's what I really don't like about some of these story quests. Like, some of them are really cool, and then other ones are like this, where this is very much like Ayato's story quest, where it's like, what the hell does this have to do with the character, right? Like, I want to know more about this character. They have such good lore written out for these characters, and Ayato's quest was about some character getting a divorce. Kazuha's quest is about some cursed sword and nothing to do with him, but here we are.
I will. Thank you.
What should we do next? Have you got a plan, Kazuha?
We find some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, it probably hasn't experienced many real fights. If a blade built for Ishin art cannot enter a state of harmony between blade and bearer, it cannot unleash its true power. If he wants to avoid reality, then we need to fight until he has no choice but to face it. He shouldn't...
Wait a minute!
Whoops.
Paimon remembers hearing about something from the Adventurers Guild. Since the Takatsukasa clan abandoned that secret base, it's been held by Ronin ever since.
Oh, we're gonna do a random domain. Okay.
All right. Please lead the way.
What about Amenoma Yuya? What should we do with him?
The blade says he'll let Amenoma Yuya trail us silently. Although he hasn't regained his own consciousness yet, he is not in any immediate danger.
Are we sure this is a good idea? It's a pretty treacherous journey. How Okay, fine. Just be careful.
Stop talking, Paimon. Okay, so that probably would have been the first part of the quest, I assume. And then we can continue it because we're one day further, like in real life, right? I might be wrong about that, but... Wait, where is that? Oh, there is a teleporter. Oh, never mind. Alright, where is this? Oh, Lord. Okay. I know. No, I completely agree, Yomi. I wish that they would, Oh, hey, Safe! What's going on, man? No, I know. At this point, like, I want Traveler to talk. Like, I don't know why they even did that in the first place, like him not talking. Mostly, when you see something like that in games, it's either a really old mechanic, like from Super Nintendo games like Chrono Trigger and junk, or they let you customize your character because you're supposed to feel like it's you. But in this case, Traveler has like his own personality and answers the way that he answers, so what's the point? Oh, hey! That's why I had this marked. I was wondering what they were gonna do with this. This has been here for a while. Alright, sorry, other guy. Heizou, you're too weak. Yee. Wait, why am I just Kazuha? Oh, okay. So alright, sure. Oh, this is gonna be a little tough. Okay. Thankfully, I still know how to use him when he's solo, but oh boy, okay. This might be a bit tricky, because I kind of gotta wait on cooldowns. Do I still get constellations in here? Yes, I do, thank God. It's not like some trial version. Oh, but they do, that's why he's weaker, because he has this sword. Alright, so we can look at the stats right here, actually. Yeah, so it's attack, oh, they give us fully maxed out, damn. Level 90, at least for the event. So the passive is when a normal... Oh, it's maxed out. There is no higher refinement. When a normal charged or plunging attack hits an opponent, it will release an accursed spirit, dealing area of effect damage equal to 180% of attack and restoring 100% of attack as HP. Ooh, that makes him super tanky. This effect can be triggered once every 8 seconds. That's pretty bad. The damage done by this weapon's wielder is decreased by 50%. What? What? That's terrible. What an awful blade. I guess it's the fact that it gives you healing, but what the hell? That's... Clearly that's gonna go away once we, like, cure the sword, right? Yeah, like, he's gonna refine it. I assume that's what we're going to see happen. God damn, yeah, he's... Jesus. They really have me scaled down.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, at least it says it. But I do still believe that... Because we saw in the trailer that he forges the sword. So maybe they'll get rid of that.
I'm all right. The blade is performing largely as I expected. Having gone so long without proper use and maintenance, it's become very difficult to use.
Yeah, there you go. That's why they're pushing that.
Though he's making every effort to persevere, I do not think he can last much longer.
Something else on your mind?
How strange. Rather than trying to control me, he is instead trying to match my fighting rhythm. Let's keep going.
Okay. Why can't I use my other characters? Oh, hello, a random chest. I'll take it. It's a cool looking sword, that's for sure.
It's my lucky day.
Yeah, it is your lucky day to die. Oh my god, why are they so powerful? Okay, I'm just gonna do like single jumps instead of doing charge jump. Yeah, that's better. I can't really play as I normally do on him with this weapon. It's too weak.
Whoa. Something's up with the blade.
What's going on? It's grown dimmer.
I can sense that his strength is slowly fading away. The blade is becoming more and more difficult for me to wield. He cannot hold out much longer. If he keeps persisting, he will likely break apart at any moment.
But what would that do to Amano Miyuya?
I will be careful with it. He also says he does not have any plans to give up easily. He's still trying to achieve his goal.
Why isn't it just talking? Like, it was talking through the other guy, but okay. Yeah, that's true, Scythe. Also, hey, friends. Yeah, there's lots of other games where exactly, like, it doesn't even tell you, like, the debuff. Oh, Door of Resurrections are here. Okay. Hey, buddy! Is it just one? Okay. I like how they have all these torches around specifically. Don't do it. God damn, this sword sucks. Don't get your heel off, please. There we go, thank God. Ugh.
It looked like you were really struggling the entire fight.
Yeah, I sure am.
Yes. And it looks like he's reached his limit.
The sheen's grown a bit dimmer again. It doesn't look anywhere near as impressive as it did at the start.
Perhaps this time, we'll finally have a chance to see his true form.
Who's Klee? Is that one of the new characters that just has the gliding passive? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I haven't been checking the leaks too much.
True form? What are you talking about? Is this the same blade?
Oh, God, what a piece of crap.
If you choose to continue in the state you're in, you wouldn't even be able to beat Samurai and Kairagi, much less the almighty Shogun. Maybe you did truly wield power to rival the Shogun's light.
Alright, so we're just gonna get...
But the long
like, that's what we're gonna get.
Back to Inazuma has left you battered and broken.
It still looks pretty cool. But I wish that it had the video effects on it. Will he listen to you?
I finally figured out why it was that you agreed to my bet. You wanted to reach a state of harmony with me. For perhaps then you would still be able to wield commendable power. But regrettably, we are nothing alike.
Oh, the Dendro drip. Right, right. Yeah, I didn't go through any of that stuff yet because I didn't care.
The only one who truly understood you had already passed away by the time you were born.
Born?
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. It's a metallic object. Like...
Here they are. Take them down.
What? Oh, hey guys.
Where do they keep coming from?
You shouldn't fight with the blade.
Yep. We can help this time.
Don't worry. I'll use my own blade.
Oh, thank God.
More of the same.
Do I got Miss Splitter again?
My lucky day.
Wait, what did they give me? That's not Miss Splitter. What the hell is this garbage? Oh, that looks really cool, though. What the hell is this? On hit, has a 50% chance to deal 240% attack damage to a single opponent. Can occur only every 15 seconds. What is this crap? Where's my sword? Keep forcing me to use all this.
You fought way better with your own sword.
I mean, yeah, he did more damage, but...
You are a true Kaedehara in flesh and in spirit. Though we fought briefly together, you have seen me for who I really am.
Yeah, I don't even know what that sword is, because I never used it. But it looked pretty cool.
No one knew anything of my story throughout my travels, nor did I tell it to anyone. You are the first person to know the truth. I thought that if I could achieve Ishin harmony with you, perhaps there would still be a ray of hope for me.
But in this too, you have failed.
Indeed. No matter how hard I tried, I could not attain that perfect harmony that your personal blade does with you. Too much time has passed. My physical state is poor, and without proper maintenance, I can only disguise my true...
Okay, now he's a good guy, whatever.
Sheen. Yours is the blade that took on the Muso no Hitotachi. And what a magnificent blade it is. Perhaps I shall never reach that level of glory.
Actually, this is just a generic blade that I picked up during my travels in Liyue.
What?
Wrecked.
Forging and maintenance are both important for a blade, but they are not everything. This blade has traveled the land with me for many years, and we have formed a close bond during that time. Plus, in the moment that I most needed it, I received aid from another power: skill, blade, determination, and desire. All these must be aligned in the practice of Ishin art. There is something else I must tell you. Though your maker may not have been aware, your ability to possess your own consciousness derived from the power of the Tatarigami. Tatarigami is a malevolence from the ancient past. It is the source of your mania and savagery.
Yeah, I should have actually checked and saw maybe the Kazuha artifacts were different too. Because that was trial Kazuha, not my Kazuha, so he might not have even been C6, he might have had lower constellation, because I don't think I was triggering Animo after doing a jump. Also, hey Kaki!
Though you tried to
or Kake Maru, whatever, I'm pronouncing it wrong. Konnichiwa.
Driven by Tatarigami was constant.
Or Ohio Gazam. Well, I don't know what time it is in Japan.
I sensed it, but I couldn't change it. It is an integral part of my consciousness.
I resisted its temptations because I wanted to save Amenoma Yuya. But I do not know whether you yourself have any intention of trying to fight it. I feel a great sense of regret for you. Since you embarked on a journey bound for a destination you were destined never to reach. The moment you embarked on this journey, you lost the only person who could have ever unleashed your true potential. And yet there was no way for you to turn your back on his ambition. You have known this for a long time. It is the true source of your despair.
Cool.
He gave me everything. My life, my form, my consciousness, and purpose. How could I possibly deny him his wish? I said to him, "Do not worry. From here on, I shall forge your legacy." How could I go back on my word?
Look out, guys. The sword's crying.
Aww.
I believe our bet is
Shut up,
settled.
Hamon.
I have nothing further to say.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
Peace.
He now has neither the ability nor the motivation to cause further harm. Let's give him some time to reflect on things.
Alright. Oh, I'll just talk to you again, whatever.
When I touched the hilt for the first time, it's as if I was transported to a strange dimension. It was somewhere I've never been. A bladesmith lay quietly on the bed, his frail face barely visible under the moonlight. His breaths were weak, and his life near its end. A newly forged blade lay by his side, listening attentively to his final words.
Wow. That was the Blade's memory, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's so interesting, Paimon.
Indeed. While in exile in Snezhnaya, the bladesmith eventually learned the truth behind everything that had happened. The Ishin art had been dealt a devastating blow by the desertion of its best smiths. He spent the rest of his life in the forge, not to vent his frustration and hatred, but to atone for his actions.
It's really convenient that you have all of this connected to you and now you can explain it all.
He felt intense regret at being tricked by the Fatui, but he could never again return to his...
Again, I don't care about the sword's backstory, for Christ's sake. I want to hear about Kazuha's story, man. Like, bruh. Also, Scythe, it was amazing. I love the Thor movie. It was so good.
So he instructed
I want to see it again.
to find a way back to Inazuma, no matter how long
It was so funny.
how hard the journey.
And I really like the bad guy.
But he never wished to rival the gods. All he wanted to show was that they once shone brilliantly as blade and smith. That they were still worthy of being trusted.
So that's the true story. But after that, the blacksmith's intentions were worked by the Tatarigami. slowly turning his proud creation into the cursed blade of today.
Right. I believe the bladesmith might never have.
Oh, there's a
known
chest
the power
back there.
He worked with was that of the Tatarigami. The hatred within that power is what sent the blade down its ill-fated path. This blade has committed unforgivable atrocities, but only because it lost its original master. No one was there to correct its errors when it was losing its way.
The sword was made by his grandpa? No, it was made by someone else, wasn't it? Or was it his grandpa? Because I don't know the names. They keep acting like I do. Okay, that's better than I thought then. I mean, it still sucks and I don't care about this stupid sword. But it's a good thing you pointed that out because I didn't know that's who they were talking about.
Yes. It is too late. Time would not wait or stop because of his determination. While the world moved on, his ambition remained stubbornly stuck at that fleeting moment at the dawn.
I thought it was just another random swordsmith.
He seems to have calmed down, though. Let's go and check in.
Let me get that chest first, though, okay? Give me all this garbage I don't need. Hey, buddy.
When I look back at the past,
Ooh.
I can remember the day of my fortune like it was just yesterday.
This quest is gonna be pushing 2 hours soon, dude. We did not need it to be this long.
I once told him that I would pay any price to fulfill his wishes. Such was the debt I owed to him for giving me the gift of consciousness. But darkness and slaughter numbed the mind. Over time, I lost sight of the difference between gratitude and grudge. Not only did I fail to fulfill his ambition, I also defiled it.
But that's the thing, like, even if it's supposed to be a descendant, I think it would have been a lot cooler if him and Kazuha, like, connected or something, rather than this, where it still is just focusing on this sword character, right?
You are finally seeing reality clearly.
Since we agreed to the terms of the bet, I will honor the agreement and release Ame no Mayuya, but I still cannot bring myself to forsake his ambition. It is the entire purpose for my existence. So, may I ask you to help me fulfill the ambitions of myself and my creator?
There we go.
Hey! Now you're adding yours into the mix, too? Jeez, don't push your luck, mister.
It has to be done in this order. At least hear what I have to say. And if you don't agree, I will still release Ame no Mayuya as promised. My physical form, as well as the knowledge I possess, should still be of some value to you.
His attitude has grown a lot milder.
It's like extending my essay when my teacher says add more. Yeah, legit. Like, they're just saying the same thing, just 20 times over with different words.
What do you think, Kazuha? Should we give him a chance?
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. When I was first forged, my maker was already terminally ill. He told me that he had wanted me to have the grandest opening battle.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to see, Wolf. Like, I think it seems like it's an okay, like, if you don't have a better sword for Kazuha, but I want to see if, once we actually get it in our hands, it gets rid of that negative passive. And hopefully an event comes around that gives us the refinements.
Alas, after that, he never rose from his sickbed again. Nor have I ever had the chance to prove myself in battle since. My fights were devoid of any noble meaning. They were merely the next step in my never-ending journey. The next in a long line of transgressions. You are a fine warrior. I would like to request your hand in battle and experience a true duel between samurai.
Oh? And who would be the opponent?
I will release Ame no Mayuya and restore his consciousness. Perhaps after that, you can convince him to commit to a fight with you. You must have plenty of reasons to both hate me and desire a good fight.
Understood. Then let's start by waking him up and seeing if he has the stamina and will to fight.
Oh, so he's just gonna be the final boss of this domain?
I see. He used my body to inflict harm on others. I utterly despise him and his actions. But since he stayed true to your agreement by releasing me, he must still have some remaining semblance of honor. If a duel can help to set this state of affairs in order, I am willing to put myself forward. I do not wish to be a mere victim in this story.
There's no need to worry. We'll
Shut up,
Thanks
Paimon.
for your help. Who knows how this would have ended without your intervention?
All right, then let's move on. More Ronin could appear at any moment. We can't stay here. In any case, for a final duel, I think we should aim for a greater sense of ceremony.
Oh, big boy chest. Okay. Sweet, I guess. Woo! They do not stop talking. Oh, boy. It's like normally it's not bad when they trim the fat, but they very rarely do that with these quests nowadays. Like they just go on and on and on about the most useless thing, dude. Oh, it gets tiring. Like, you know, it's bad when I'm invested in the character and stuff, and even I'm like, okay, that's enough.
Yep, we still can't let our guard down. Even now, Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that Blade hasn't told us.
Shut up, Paimon.
Even if he's way past the point of redemption, it's hard not to feel a teensy bit sorry for him. Are you ready?
Ready? Okay. All right then. Successor of Ishin art, Kaidahara Kazuha.
Successor of Amenoma art, Amenome Yuya.
Honored to cross blades with you.
It is my honor also.
Boss fight? Okay, I'm curious now. Let's take a peek. Ah, of course! Of course they gave him the freaking obelisk. Why do they keep doing that, man? Why? I swear to God, they literally just copy and paste this set because it works on every character. So every trial version is always using Noblesse. No wonder he was so goddamn weak. And yeah, he's C3. And okay, talents are alright. But yeah, no wonder he sucks. Oh, did the sword change? No, it still has the dumb passive. Then again, technically it hasn't been reforged. So we'll see what happens with that. I was out of the way of that, but whatever. Oh boy, can you just die, dude? Yeah, they have him pretty weak. But the Noblesse, like, that's kind of a inside joke at this point. Like, I don't know why they give that to every story quest character. Come here, buddy. Thank you. Let's see if we can get that heal to proc. No, I didn't see it. Oh, well.
Thank you for the experience. Although he appears battered and broken, in your hands it seems he's regained a glimmer of brilliance.
No.
His sense of savage cruelty has completely faded away. But that same sense of determination remains strong.
You also fought well. I'm sure he relished the experience. There are a few things that I shall leave him to tell you himself.
I must apologize to you for all that has transpired.
The sword is now just talking on its own?
You need not seek my forgiveness. Nor do I have the right to forgive you on your victim's behalf. It is too late for all of that.
I do not wish for forgiveness.
What?
I only hope that you will see my transgressions as mine alone and not let them stain the legacy of Ishin art. I strayed far from the straight and narrow path, but the Ishin art still has a worthy successor in Kaidahara Kazuha.
That's so bad.
I beseech you, please understand this.
Yes.
The sword doesn't have a voice. It would just be Kazuha talking for it. Like, come on.
Thank you, successor of Amenoma art.
This blade has...
I don't know how my voice did that, man. That's freaking crazy.
Maybe we can go back there together.
What does he want to go there for?
I'm not sure, but I think that...
I should have clipped that because that was really cursed. You know what? I'll clip it now just in case there's a little bit left over. What people expect from a Kazuha story, and then that's what you get. God damn, dude. I thought this quest was gonna be so cool too when they teased it in the dev stream.
I am sorry to have troubled you. It's all thanks to them that I was able to return safely.
Yeah, it wasn't a cool story after all. Ah!
Prized Ishin blade. Turned weapon that controls...
Like, I thought I was gonna end up exploring his clan more, and like, why the heck is he getting back into forging kind of thing, but...
Considering their forging philosophy, this was indeed within...
You know, they should have pushed, what was it? Lord of the Rings had a scene like that, where it was like, there was the old blacksmith or whatever who like never ended up making a weapon for years, and then suddenly it was like, ooh, well, now I will for the greatness of humanity, and it was just such a cool, powerful scene, but... Here's Genshin just screwing around with some old man and copy and paste samurai guy.
But I have some good news as well. Ryuji from the Bonton Sango Detective Agency tells me that they've found the missing Mr. Nagato.
Really? Is he okay?
Yes. Badly wounded, but he will live. And now that
I wish he would have died.
It seems like the final ending to this story is a happy one after all.
I think I know what you want to do.
Oh, here we go.
What's wrong, Kazuha? Is the blade whispering in your ear again?
Yes. He said he wants to take control of me for a brief moment.
It's gonna forge itself. That's why he had glowing eyes in the trailer.
What? No way! Hasn't it learned its lesson?
He tells me that he's thought of another way to fulfill his maker's wish. And he assures me that he won't use my body for anything nefarious. I have decided to let him do it.
Why? Okay, well, anyways, sure.
Thank you. I will explain my reasons later. Okay. I am ready. Let us begin. Please, stay true to your promise.
Ha 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 ha! I, Cursed Kazuha, will destroy this world now. Give me more Cursed Kazuha with his voice. Oh, cutscene. Okay.
Spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything? You mean...
Yes. The cost is my entire consciousness.
Huh? Why did he use Animo?
There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long
Stop doing anime grunts.
blade, crafted by Kaede.
It's so blurry. Why do they have motion blur on this?
Will still fulfill his final wish. Thank you, son of the Kaede clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed to utter it.
Why is he quieter than the music? God, they mixed this so badly. Oh wow, that name is so significant to me. I'm sorry, like...
Rest in peace.
Cool scene, but okay, whatever. After leaving the Anamana Smithy...
That's why he said it had to be done in that order. His consciousness will disappear forever after fulfilling the bladesmith's wish.
Kagotsurube Ishin. It was the first time I ever heard his name. It seems like deep down he disapproved of his own actions, and thus chose to bury this name deep within his heart. Only in the final moments, before his consciousness faded, was he willing to entrust it to another.
You mean the Trove event, Devin? No, I've been busy with this quest line because it just takes so dang long. I'll record that video after this.
Seems like he really, really wanted to fulfill his maker's wish.
The same fervent ambition that gave him the motivation to keep going forward also fueled the stubborn determination that blinded him to the path ahead.
You already said this 20 minutes ago, but I'm glad that you're saying it again.
Speaking for myself, I'd rather see him recognize and atone for his mistakes.
Too dangerous, if you ask me.
I understand. Perhaps this is a flaw in my personality. I've always been captivated by grand aspirations.
Cool.
Hearing his wish to rival the divine light touched something inside of me. Just as the sight of those who fought to repeal the Vision Hunt decree did. Your quest to face the gods and trace your sibling inspires me in the same way. After everything I've seen, perhaps these pursuits fascinate me a little more than they should.
Oh, Kazuha.
I will continue to support you from this point on. Know that you will have my assistance whenever you need it.
Yeah, I guess that's true. This is basically the festering desire of Inazuma.
Wait, shouldn't we also go update Kujo Kamaji?
Oh, you're right. We need to tell him about the findings of our investigation.
No, we really don't.
And it's also time to give him a response to the offer he made me.
Please just skip over it. Don't make me actually go there. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Did we get the sword, by the way? Like, did they give it to me already? Whoa. The heck are you doing up here? Oh, right, this idiot. Never mind. I thought he was talking about the detective guy. Hey, dum-dum.
You've returned. I hear that the issue has been resolved. Though this was a treacherous investigation indeed, we're most fortunate that no lives were lost. The Tenryou Commission has already attended to the danger at the warehouse. The investigation into Amanome Yuya should conclude soon. I do not believe he will be charged with any crime.
Wow, you sure kept your ear to the ground.
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer. Please, take a look at this blade.
What's this?
I don't know. 4-star mist splitter. Whoa, he's gonna kill him!
A weapon crafted using a long-lost blade forging art of the Kaidahara clan. By means of a series of fortuitous events, I was able to recover and restore him. I also promised him that I will continue to study and pass on the secrets of Ishin art. And so, it looks like I will likely continue with my journey across the nations, learning more about this blade as I go.
I see. I understand.
The Kaidahara clan has always been a family of bladesmiths, so it is only proper for me to continue on this path. Were I to accept your goodwill, I may find myself embroiled in conflicts between the shogunate and Sangonomiya. That would not suit me.
You misunderstand. That was most certainly not our intent.
I am aware, but I still desire to continue walking my own path.
Very well. I can understand.
Thank God.
Then let's pretend this offer was never raised. However, if you should ever change your mind or find yourself in need of the Shogunate's assistance, please do not hesitate to inform me.
Great. Thank you for your generosity.
Where will you travel to next, Kazuha?
I'm going back to the archipelago, which is in this update.
As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.
He gets carried away. Alright, cool. Whatever. Jeez. So did I get the sword? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. Is it fully maxed out, I wonder? Level 1. It got rid of the negative effect, though, as we expected. But god damn it. Can we actually refine it, though? No, it can't actually refine. So we're not going to be able to level it up. So that's all you end up essentially getting out of this. Which most of all, it would just end up being the stats that it gives fully maxed out, which is pretty decent stats for a 4-star. So it was, yeah, 510 was the attack, base attack, and then the attack percentage was like, what, 30 or 40 or something? So it's not a bad weapon, that's for sure. But Mist Splitter better, lol. Okay. Ugh. Cool. So, do we not... No, we really don't have the... Alright. I thought for sure we would have the archipelago. That's supposed to be what this update's about, but I guess not. Do we not have any events either? No, we don't. Well, you know what I do want to do before we call it today? I want to try Heizou with a decent build, because I'm guessing the trial version will be pretty set up for him. Let's take a peek. Level 80. Good attack. Crit damage. Okay, that's how they're building him. Roll Venner set. Let's go. They're actually building him right for once in his trial. No constellations, talents, all level 8. Alright. Let's take a peek at 4-star Kazuha. Hey guys. Stay still. Oh my dear lord. Oh, ho, ho, ho. He really is the one-punch man. My god. Damn, dude. He slaps for a 4-star. I mean, obviously they got a pretty intense build on him, but... That's not bad, dude. I mean, obviously he has to crit. What's his crit rate actually at? Oh, damn. Yeah, this is very similar to how I'll have him when I have him maxed out. Outside of probably just having a better weapon. So much different elements going on, dude. Yeah, not bad. He's a really cracked 4-star, actually. Jesus. But, take a peek. What was, where is mine? So mine, as you can see, very, very similar with the crit rate and crit damage. The only thing that's going to change is his attack's going to go up as I level him, and then he's going to get more animo damage. But unfortunately, he requires all this crap, so I guess I'll have to start farming it. Ugh. Anyways, that was cool. It wasn't great. Generally speaking, I didn't really find the Kazuha story quest to be anything relating to Kazuha himself, so I don't know. I'd just give it just an average. Like, there wasn't really anything I disliked about it, but there wasn't anything I liked about it either. Anyways, hope you guys had fun. I'll stream Genshin probably in a couple days or something whenever we get like the next part of this update, because as of right now, there is literally nothing else to do. Anyways, thanks for coming out, guys. Appreciate it. Bye.